Joe McElderry this afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks for coming in, Joe.
It's a pleasure, thank you for having us.
Now, not even 3 years since the X Factor now.
No.
2009. Is it just me, or does it seem like longer ago than that?
It's funny, you know, sometimes it feels like longer, and sometimes it's like, when I think about it, it feels like it's just flew by. But then, like, when I think, like, this is the 4th album now that I've got coming out, I'm just like, it's just ridiculous to think, like, how much I've squeezed in such a short space of time.
Well, you must be very busy. 4
Very
albums.
tired.
Very tired. Retirement next day. 4 albums. I mean, well, this is the 4th album here. How would you say that it differs from sort of other albums like Wide Awake and stuff like that?
I think, well, the last 2 albums were obviously the concept albums, like the Christmas album, the classic album. The first album was very, like, dancey pop.
Yeah.
Where I would say this is more kind of, this new one's more middle-of-the-road pop, the soft kind of poppy rock ballads, like big ballads, you know, like emotional songs. And obviously with this one as well, it's the first time I've done some songwriting on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, it's a brand new step. And I feel like it shows a lot of growth with what I've learned in the past year from doing Pop Star Opera Star, from doing the classical stuff. I feel like my voice has matured and it kind of comes across in this record.
How have you enjoyed the songwriting? Has it been a good sort of addition to it?
I didn't want to do it at first, if I'm honest.
Did you not?
Nah, I just didn't really feel comfortable. I wasn't confident, I don't think, enough to do it. It was the first time I've ever done it, ever even tried it. And my manager was kind of like, please just try it, see what happens. So I went in the studio in January and I found that it came really naturally. And I think once I seen that the label kind of appreciated the songs I was writing, it boosted my confidence a bit and made us want to do some more. So I feel really fortunate that the first time I've been writing, I've managed to get 3 tracks on the album that I've written, which is quite, you know, sometimes you write songs for albums and your songs don't get used like for 3 or 4 albums down the line. It's the first time I've done it, and I've been fortunate enough that they've liked them enough to put it on. So
more and more of it in the future, perhaps, as well. Or?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think more and more, and I think the more I go on into my career, the more I'll experience as well. So I'll have more stuff to write about, and you know, there's always the personal things you can throw in there to write about as well.
Exactly. Yeah, there always is. Yeah. Would there ever be like another album like the classic album, or like a cover album like the Christmas ones and stuff?
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't say no. I feel like this one's my direction, whereas the others were like concept albums because of the Pop Star Opera Star show. But you know, in the future, if the demand was there and people wanted a classical album, I mean, we've got a track on the new album called A Pensate, which is an Italian kind of pop song, but it still has a bit of a classical twinge to it. So I will include it still in my repertoire, just not kind of, it won't be the main focus.
Oh, right,
and I'll still sing it at my shows when I go on tour and things. But I mean, in the future it would be nice to do something again, but I just felt like I needed to concentrate on my sound for a few years, establish that, and then maybe if I fancied going back to that, I could.
Oh, great stuff, fantastic. And a couple of collaborations on here as well.
Yeah, Beth Nielsen Chapman, who's a massive American songwriter in Nashville, writes for the likes of from Faith Hill, and last week she was working with will.i.am, so like very, very diverse people. And she's wrote 2 songs on there. She actually features in one of the songs that she's written, How We Love, kind of does some backing vocals and like kind of fills in the song. It's great.
Oh,
and then also Marcella Detroit from the Shakespeare Sisters, who everyone will know. And yeah, just really different people. Ludovico Einaudi, who's kind of a classical piano player, who has done like a pop ballad on there, which we've just really mixed it up.
Quite a lot of people have been tweeting about that one as well.
Yeah, like we've kind of mixed it in and really kind of, I suppose, made a different kind of sound with people who probably wouldn't play on some of my kind of stuff.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I've had a listen to it, and I think it works together really well as an album, this one, doesn't it? Yeah. It's due out September the 10th?
Yes.
This one, September the 10th? Fantastic. Well, Joe, thanks so much for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
Would you like to introduce it? We're going to play the new song here.
Yes, this is my brand new single, which you can download on iTunes now. Here's what I believe. I hope you enjoy it.